Good evening. Well, actually, as I record this, it's actually midnight, believe it or not. I've been at the Oval watching the cricket. Anyway, it's not why you came. Before we get into why you did come, please, it helps us greatly if you could drop a like on the video. We really do appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit that bell icon to be notified of any new content as and when we upload it to the channel, such as little nuggets like this. Transfer talk. So, a couple of little stories I want to bring to your attention that have broken in the last few hours. This is a report from a website called The Fourth Official that we are one of a number of clubs, along with Newcastle United, Southampton, Burnley, Brighton and Hove Albion, and Bayer Leverkusen, that are in for Liverpool centre-back Nathaniel Phillips. Now, Nathaniel Phillips, he's a Bolton-born player. He's made his debut against us, actually, in a man-of-the-match performance, which is pretty typical of our luck. But he's a pretty solid defender. Last season, he averaged 1.4 tackles, 1.3 interceptions, and made 4.6 clearances on average per game in the Premier League and UEFA Champions League. He also, according to this article, was in possession of a 84% pass completion rate, which is pretty good for a centre-back, in fairness. The only thing is, though, that from his Liverpool point of view, once Virgil van Dijk comes back, he's behind him in the pecking order. He's also got Joe Gomez ahead of him, Joel Matip, and there's summer signing a guy by the name of Ibrahima Konate. They're all ahead of Phillips, and he's 24 years of age, so he's probably going to have to go elsewhere if he wants to get regular first-team football. Now, he's, according to this article, he's 1.9 meters tall, which, if I remember rightly, is around about 6'2", 6'3", something like that. He's a pretty solid unit, and he's very powerful in the air. He's pretty dominant as far as that's concerned. Good anticipation, likes to put a foot in, can get a challenge in. If there's probably one glaring weakness that he's got in his game, it's probably that he lacks a little bit of pace. But to be perfectly honest with you, if his anticipation, his reading of the game is good, then to be honest, I think that pace is probably something that's mitigated, if he can read the game, in a good fashion. But tell me what you think. Comments are in the section below. I actually think this would be a good signing. For me, I look at it, I think, well, he's 24 years of age, so he's still got plenty of scope to improve. He's English, which obviously is a big plus in, as far as, promoting English talent is concerned, and keeping the English contingent high, which I think is a good thing in my opinion. This would be a decent signing. He made 20 appearances for Liverpool last season. He got 1 goal and 1 assist in all competitions. I'd be behind this as a signing. I mean, as I say, this article says that there's a lot of competition that we've got. As I say, Newcastle, Southampton, Burnley, Brighton, Bayer Leverkusen are all in for Nathaniel Phillips, as well as us, according to this particular article, which, as I say, is from a website, The Fourth Official, and it comes via the Liverpool Echo. So there's probably a bit of credence in this particular story. As I say, comment section below, let me know what you think. Now, this second story that I'm going to touch on, I've got to be honest with you, I've never heard of this kid. I know he made a couple of appearances back end of last season but it was for a team that got relegated. I've got to be honest, this guy kind of passed me by. His name is Fabio Carvalho. Now, although he's clearly got a Portuguese name, he's actually an England under-18 international. He's been at Fulham since he was around about 10 years of age. He's now 18. He moved to West London from Benfica in 2013, so he would have been around about 10 years of age. So he's obviously qualified for England through residency. Now, last season in the under-23s for Fulham, he got 11 goals in 13 appearances in Premier League 2. And towards the back end of the season, he actually made 3 Premier League starts, 4 appearances in total, which included 1 game against Manchester United. He also managed to score in a 3-1 away defeat at St Mary's against Southampton. There's a number of clubs that are looking at this guy, one of which is ourselves, and apparently another club that's in the hunt is Leeds United, and also Norwich and Porto have been mentioned as possible destinations for this kid. Now, I have to say, I don't really know too much about him. I've done a little bit of reading up. He's a winger / attacking midfield player. I think this probably fits in with the Red Bull model of trying to pick up sort of young talent. As I say, 18 years of age, he's already made a Premier League debut. He's got a Premier League goal. Seems to have a bit of potential there. This particular article, which is from the website Team Talk, doesn't go into any details, however, of what price Fulham are after. Don't really know sort of too much other than that. As I say, just done a little bit of digging about him. As I say, he's in England. He's played for the 16s as well, under 16s for England. So, despite the Portuguese name, and obviously, he is of Portuguese stock, but he's lived in England for the last 8 years. He's played in under 18s football for England. Again, flying the flag for England via Portugal, admittedly. But yeah, I think this could be a potentially good signing. As I say, in keeping with the Red Bull model of trying to sign young, up-and-coming talent. But I have to say, I've not seen this guy play, unlike with Nathaniel Phillips. So I'm not really not got much to go on other than what I've picked up, certain little things, Wikipedia, Transfer Market, and things like that. Again, there may be some of you guys watching. There might be maybe a Fulham fan that's watching this. If you've got anything, if you've seen him play, if you think actually this is a kid that could cut it playing in a Premier League team, comment section below. Help yourself. You're more than welcome. Give us your thoughts. And if you're not a Fulham fan and you're a West Ham fan and you've got an opinion, if you think this potentially is a good signing, or actually maybe stay away, again, comment sections below. Give us your reasons. There's no right or wrong answers here. All opinions are welcome. Last little thing I want to cover off. There was an article in Claret and Hugh that caught my eye. Basically, there's a little bit of financial turmoil that's ongoing at the current Serie A champions, if you please, Inter Milan. Basically, they're owned by a Chinese crowd, Suning, and this company is in dire financial straits, which has basically had the knock-on effect at Inter Milan, causing a fire sale to occur. For example, it looks as though imminently Romelu Lukaku is about to complete a move to Chelsea, his old club, because they basically need to get players out of the door. There's 2 particular players that may possibly be on David Moyes' radar, one of whom is the Uruguayan international by the name of Mathias Vecino. He is 29 years of age. He is a midfielder, 6'2". He's been at Inter Milan since 2017. He's been around the block in Italy. He's also played for Fiorentina, Cagliari on loan, Empoli on loan. Prior to that, he was in his native Uruguay. He has 48 caps for the national team. And just to give you a little bit of a flavour, would straight away, if he came to London Stadium, I think he'd probably be received quite well, because according to this, in 2018, he scored an injury time winner in a 2-1 win in the Champions League against Tottenham Hotspur. So I think he'd probably be someone that would be well received just for that one fact alone. But yeah, this is, as I say, he's a central midfielder, 29 years of age. He's an established Uruguayan international. He's got a decent pedigree in Inter Milan. Just looking here at his career statistics, just concentrating on last season, he's got in his career, I should say, he has got a career total of matches of 291 matches and 29 goals. As I say, he operates as a central midfielder. The other name that has been mentioned, also from Inter Milan, that David Moyes might be keeping an eye on, is a young fella by the name of Martin Satriano. Again, a Uruguayan player. He's 20 years of age. Now, there's not really much to go on this guy. He has been not really used. He's a young player. He's just coming through the ranks. As far as the Champions League last season was concerned, he didn't make a single squad. However, in Serie A, out of 38 games, he made the squad 3 times, but he was not used at any point. So there's no information. I'm looking on Transfer Market. There's not really much in the way of information other than under, age grade football. Again, it's kind of difficult for me to give an opinion on whether this would be a good signing or not. All I can tell you is he's 20 years of age. He's a centre forward, and he's not really been utilised by Inter Milan. But as I say, Inter Milan are doing something of a fire sale, and on Claret and Hugh, his name was mentioned as a player that David Moyes has been possibly sort of making sideways glances at. Can't really tell you much more than that, but as I say, his name has been linked with the club due to the fire sale that's taking place at the San Siro. So there you go. You've got Nathaniel Phillips from Liverpool, centre-back, 24 years of age. As I say, I think he would be a very good signing for West Ham. Then you've got Fabio Carvalho, as I say, 18 years of age. He's an attacking midfielder / winger. He has made his Premier League debut. He's got, like I say, 4 appearances, 3 starts, 1 goal. 18 years of age. Although he's obviously Portuguese by birth, he's actually represented England at under 16s, under 18s. Then we've got the Inter Milan pair of Vecino and what was his name? Satriano, excuse me. Satriano, as I say, I can tell you that Vecino, 29 years of age, central midfield, Uruguayan international, and has got a winning goal in his CV against Tottenham Hotspur in the Champions League, which will probably sort of get the thumbs up from most of the London Stadium faithful. Satriano, not really too much information on him. He's not made any appearances for the Inter Milan team. 20 years of age, Uruguayan centre forward, and said to be on the radar of Mr. David Moyes. As usual, gentlemen and ladies, comment section is below. Please get involved. Let me know what you think. If you've seen any of these players play, please give us your opinions, good, bad, or indifferent. As I say, there's no right or wrong answers here. We just want to start a conversation going. As usual, guys, please make sure you drop a like on the video. That really is much appreciated. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure you hit that bell icon so that as and when any content is added to the channel, you will get a notification coming up on your device. Thank you very much indeed for listening. I'm going to disappear now. Only one thing left to say, and that is, come on, you Irons.